Aaron, first thoughts of camp so far?
It's been a grind. I've been ready to get back into this though. I know we had some things we want to brush up on as a team, and I think we get to it so far.
Got some new faces at linebacker. I mean, you've been in that position before being a new guy. What do you do now as kind of the leader to get those guys up to speed?
You just give everybody some confidence. You let them know that they're doing good. When times get hard, because it will get hard out here, especially dealing with Coach Arnett's curriculum. It's not really like a choice but to go hard, and sometimes it can stress you out, to be honest. And sorry about that.
You're good.
And yeah, just let them know that they can do it.
Is that part of it too, with a new person, just kind of understanding what the Arnett requirements are? I mean, how would you kind of explain that to somebody new?
Yeah, a lot of times guys coming out of high school and stuff like that, a lot of times you didn't really, some coaches will tell you just go run, play around and have fun. But Coach Arnett, he wants you to have fun, but he also wants you to know your plays and do everything perfectly.
Have any of those high school guys, JUCO guys, have they kind of caught your eye so far over the first 3 days?
I'm really liking, Jet's already been here, but Jet Johnson's looking real good. Tamar Rogers and Nick Mitchell, they all coming along pretty well. Just got to loosen up a little bit and just play and have fun. That's many of the guys that I'm just trying to give more confidence to and let them know that they can do it.
Coach Arnett said feel Daryl leaving, but I don't want to say compare Nate to him, but what does Nate bring to the table?
Buki brings just about the same exact things that Errol brings too. Buki also can play multiple positions, so him knowing everybody else's position around him gives him that advantage, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say, Coach Arnett said basically Tyrus and Buki and you can all play different positions at linebacker. How important is that versatility?
It's real important. Those guys more than me, believe it or not, they can play every position more than I can, to be honest. But having guys like that around you, really learning from each other, that's a great thing to have.
You really like the depth of this of the linebacker group right now?
Yeah, everybody's coming along pretty well. I think we have at least 4 or 5 guys that could be starters, so I mean, that's pretty good.
You talked at media days about the leadership side and maybe wanting to step up there a little bit. I mean, what are some things you're trying to do in these first few days of practice to kind of show that you're ready to take that step?
Just have higher energy, making sure everybody flying to the ball, things like that. Just letting them hear my voice, knowing that I'm on the same level as them, and we can all achieve the same goals.
What have you thought of the offense so far?
They get after it. I think I've seen that they had like 8 or 9 consecutive completions, something like that, which is really getting under my skin a little bit, but they're coming along pretty well. And as we know, this offense, once they get going, things have shown that they can go a long way.
How would you kind of compare where you are this year compared to where you were last year, now that you got a benefit of a season in spring practice under you?
I think just really tightening up on even more little things. I have some stuff that even still, like right now, like I feel like I can brush up on, say a little bit of my tackles angling, my angles on my blitzes, things of that sort. I can improve on a lot of stuff. Nothing's really like a peak for me right now.
You talk about the versatility of the linebackers, and kind of moving on that front line. How valuable is to have a guy like Jake Cumming that can line up at that strong side of the end or play nose guard?
Yeah, I mean, he's like, I don't know, he's like 310 or something like that, but he can rush as a DN and he can play nose. So, I mean, the depth at D-line is also pretty good. So I believe, when you have guys like that, he leads everybody along with him, and that's another good group.
Awesome. You're kind of the old man in the room now. I mean, how would you maybe say this wide receiver group has progressed here in the last year or two?
I like it. I think we got better understanding. Everybody's kind of moving a little faster, more efficiently. Kind of know our spots where we need to be. It's kind of just big picture. It's coming together for everybody.
Kyle Polk has obviously made some plays in y'all's team drills. I mean, what? Obviously, this season we'll see who separates, but what kind of separates him out there?
He's twitchy. He's quick. He understands routes. He's just got really good finesse. He's a pretty complete receiver.
You had some guys last year, young guys like Tulu and Rufus, kind of came in and learned the program. What would you kind of assess where they are now with a year under their belt?
I think they've grown a lot. Honestly, they're really good off-season. They're working extra routes. They just come better understanding. I mean, they're proving it out here. They're doing well, running hard, making some plays, just done really well.
What's different for you about Will Rogers as far as maybe arm strength or quicker decisions, or what have you noticed?
I mean, I don't want to say the same thing over and over, but it's just a better understanding, honestly. I mean, we've had so many more reps, having spring, just kind of better understanding. I mean, obviously, he worked super hard. Off-season was great. We just got better understanding, just command the offense.
What's it like to be an inside receiver in the air raid? Is it different than what is it different from past offenses that you've ran, I guess, and you're like, just kind of, I guess, walk us through what's it like to be an inside receiver?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's different. I mean, we're airing it out all the time. You're expecting 40, 50 passes, whatever it is a game. It's great. It makes dream come true. But you got to run a lot. You have good understanding of space, where to be, when to be there. But I mean, it's a good feeling. You just got, like I said, it's kind of rep-spaced offense. Get there and just got to work hard and
be all right.
Do you like the depth on the inside right now?
I do. I like where we're at. I like our group.
Along those lines, how different is it to add a guy like Jameer Calvin that has pretty good understanding?
Oh, it's great. I mean, he comes in, he's already got understanding of the offense, how everything works. You know, he can coach up the younger guys, kind of bring everybody else along, spin the system, the culture. It's a good fit.
Is it different to have just an inside receivers coach as opposed to some of those previous coaching staffs, just to have one guy to coach your spot and then another guy to coach the outside guys?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, before they got here, I didn't know receiver coaches did that, but it's been a really good kind of a transition, I guess. Just being hands-on directly on us. Get a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience from Coach Nickel. He's been awesome.
A lot of these national media people don't have a lot of expectations for this team, and I know you probably don't even keep up with that stuff, but how do you feel about that sort of stuff, and do you feel like you guys have something to prove?
We don't really worry about the outside noise. We're just worried about people in the building. It's kind of our thing. Come out and work every day and handle it.
Charles, this is year 3 for you, second year on the field. How different does this feel for you this year, as opposed to the last couple of seasons?
I'm gonna say this year has been very different compared to last year. Just having the spring and the summer, the working with guys and just get better daily.
How do you feel about the offensive line? Just how y'all are gelling together, camaraderie between you guys. Just how good does it feel just to have a lot of the same guys back this year?
It feels great. I feel like we have a lot of chemistry, a lot of bonds together, and we know how each other play, and we're just playing together as one.
If you had to put your finger on one thing, what's different about the offensive line this year now that you have a normal offseason?
It's really like just the bonding and communication, just understanding the offense and what needs to be done to be successful.
Speaking of understanding the offense, one of the things we always hear is people talk about the offensive line splits, and they say, well, they got to tighten them up. Well, you're a guy that plays in this offense, so how comfortable are you with these splits, and is it really that big a difference to you?
I'm very comfortable with it. I feel like it doesn't really make a difference, but it does make a difference at the same time. But I'm very comfortable with it.
With Winston Sharp getting reps at center, what have you thought of him this year?
I feel like he's doing a great job. He's still learning and still trying to get better at it, and I think he's doing a good job.
How do you feel at your new weight? I mean, it took you a little bit to get there, but now you're over 300.
Yeah, I feel good. Just getting bigger, faster, stronger, taking a day at a time.
You miss those days and getting 10,000 calories?
Nah, I still got to eat though.
You came out of high school highly rated and all that, but you've always been kind of an even-keeled guy, it seems like. And Coach Miller mentioned yesterday that you're kind of a quiet guy. He has to kind of spark the conversations. But at the same time, he said you will get on some guys and be a leader in that group too. How do you feel like you've balanced that, being kind of a leader, speaking when you need to, and all that?
I feel like just teaching the young guys what the older guys taught me when I was younger. Just passing that down, and just telling them the standard and living up to the standard.
Has a veteran guy like Scott Lashley done that for you?
Yes, he has since he's been here. He took me on his wing. He showed me a couple things.
First impressions of Albert Reese, the freshman?
He's a big guy. He's strong. He's gonna be a great player.
Anybody on the defensive line standing out to you? I mean, you face these guys in practice. Who maybe has caught your eye?
All of them been doing pretty good. I can say it's just the first day in pass, so I really haven't got to see everybody yet.
How do you feel about the depth along the offensive line? Do you think some of those younger guys are starting to develop a little bit and kind of getting their feet wet and learning what they're doing out there?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's a learning curve to everything, and they still going through learning curve, but they're gonna be great.
How much do y'all actually cross train and work at different positions to kind of get kind of build that depth a little bit?
I really don't cross train a lot, but I feel like they'll be great, to be able to flip and play multiple positions.
Cam Jones is like that. He's moved from guard to tackle and things like that. How have you seen him grow in this system, particularly the last couple of years?
Well, I feel like he's been doing pretty well. I feel like he's been taking it one day at a time and just getting better and better each day.